Hello guys, welcome back to another YouTube video. Today we are going to read a story about Adam and Eve. It's called The Creation, Genesis 1 through 2. And let's get started. With sweeping brush strokes, God painted his creation across the emptiness. Let there be light, he called into the darkness, and swept of brightness blazed across the blank canvas. He called the light day, and the darkness he called night. That was one day. On day 2, God called out into the light, let there be space between the water above and the water below. He called the big blue area sky. Let the water gather in one place so land will appear. God commanded on day 3, and it was so. Then God said, let the land produce plants and trees bearing fruit, and the sweet smell of lilies and apple blossoms filled the air. One day, before God said, let the sun shine on the earth to mark the day, and let the moon and the sparkling stars the night, and it happened. Then on day 5, God said, let creatures fill the oceans and rivers, the lakes and the streams. Let birds fly high in the sky, and sunfish proportions splashed in the waves, while eagles and robins soared above them. On the 6th day, God said, let living creatures roam the earth, and animals of every shape and size and color appear. Then God stepped back, pleased with his creation. And it was all very good, but something was missing. God made the earth, the sky, and everything in it, but it was not God's entire plan. He was not finished. The best was yet to come. On this same day, God did his finest work. He created people in his own image. God created a man named Adam and a woman named Eve. He now had a part of creation that he could have a close and loving relationship with. Then God stepped back, took a look, and said, this is very, very good. Okay, we're going to stop right there and read God's message. See right here. It's hard to see God's message. Okay, God's message. You are my grace creation. Looking at you is better than looking at the ocean view. Watching you run and play is better. Watching beautiful animals dart across the African plain. Seeing a smile on your face is better than seeing a sunrise. You are my pride and joy. And that is the end of God's message. And we'll go back to reading what we're reading. God's children make a choice. Genesis 2 through 3. Life is God's beautiful garden was off to a great start. Adam and Eve made themselves right at home, hiking trails, splashing in clear streams, and racing across the green fields. Adam and Eve spent their days watching the animals romping and roaming around the new playground, and spent cool evenings counting stars. At bedtime, they drifted into dreams as larks sang them to sleep. Life was good in God's perfect world. The food in God's garden was plentiful. after all the hiking, swimming, climbing, Adam and Eve were hungry. God showed them delicious buffet awaiting them. Crispy, sweet carrots, mouth-watering mangoes, crunchy nuts, and plump berries. But when Adam and Eve reached the fruit in the center of the garden, God spoke up, anything but that one. Adam, that fruit from the tree of knowledge of good and evil is not for you to eat. So Adam and Eve obeyed for a while, but one day a sneaky snake stung Adam and Eve, the forbidden fruit. Try this, it's the best in the garden. One little bite won't hurt. So Eve plucked a piece and took a bite, then gave some to Adam. When God found Adam and Eve hiding in the bushes, he knew they had disobeyed. I will always love you, God said, but since you disobeyed me, you cannot live in this beautiful garden anymore. Adam and Eve saw they could no longer be in his garden. They left with heavy hearts, but were thankful they had not lost the most important thing of their Heavenly Father's love. Okay, the last God's message, then the story is going to end, and I have a message myself at the end that I'm going to say. God's message. My heart aches knowing that we are separated by sin, but I will always love you. I long for our talks in the cool of the evening. I dream of our walks together in the garden. We are separated now, but we won't be apart forever. I promise one day we will be close again. So that's the end of it. And my message is, God's always with you, and bye.